minutes have you been with Kirby in this? I know he's getting some first-team looks.
He's done a real nice job. You know, he came off of surgery after the bowl game 2 years ago. Redshirt last year, just wasn't himself physically, but came back in the spring and really had a heck of a spring and has picked up pretty much where he's left off. So we have a lot of good competition at the nose guard position between he and Eddie Brown.
Has he been a little bit better and that's why he's getting the looks, or is it just to kind of get him some looks against the first-team offense?
Well, we're just trying to figure out who's they're both going to play.
Yeah.
We're just trying to figure out who's going to be get the bulk of the reps right now. So we're trying to sort that out. Eddie's done some really good things here, but you know, as he knows and everybody knows, we have competition, and so Kirby deserved a first-team look, so that's what he's getting.
Coach, several players out today. In spite of all the injuries, it seemed like the energy was still out there. You had Spencer Neely coming off the field this morning with a tattered jersey. Was the energy surprising to you, or were you expected it to be, or encouraging coming off of the scrimmage yesterday?
Yeah, I would hope that, that's a great point. I would hope that the energy would be real good. I know we scrimmaged yesterday, we had full pads today, practiced twice today, but you know, we really only had one half of a practice that was kind of flat this year. We talked about it, and they're mature enough to bounce back. You know, we kind of prep them coming out here to what we have to get done, and so I think their maturity level is a little bit higher than maybe what we've had in the past, and they take their jobs very seriously coming out here and getting done what they have to get done. So yes, I was pleased with the effort today and the energy.
You broke the scrimmage down on the film yesterday, Coach. Anything else jump out you didn't mention yesterday?
Jump out from the tape?
Jump out where they sort of saw the tape. Anything you want to cut your eye? Initially, we thought the defense played well and what have you. Anything else stick in your mind when you watch?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that stuck in my mind. A lot of the things I mentioned beforehand after the scrimmage. I thought the first group offensive line did a pretty good job with pass protection and run blocking. I thought our backs were real hard with their pads down, but then you lose sight of that because with some young kids put the ball on the ground, so you kind of get mad about that. You know, anytime the ball is turned over, it kind of negates everything you've accomplished because, you know, you can play a really good ball game, but you turn the ball over 3 or 4 times, it doesn't matter. So I think yesterday coming off the field, you know, my focus was on the turnovers, and we had 4 or 5 turnovers. But I do think the offensive line collectively is coming together better than I had thought previously. Thought the backs ran real hard, so I didn't mention that yesterday. Definitely saw it off the tape.
Coach, can you talk about the young running backs and your evaluation? You know, past Cyrus and Christian Michael, you know, the Will Randolph and Mr. Jones and Ben Molina.
They're all working extremely hard, but again, they're very fumble prone right now, and we thought we fixed one, and we had one this morning, and on a backed up drill right at the end of practice. So none of them will hold on the ball with the accuracy that I wanted to hold the ball with. So we have to really work through that. We can't play with backs who put the ball on the ground. They're working hard. They're tough kids. They're running well. They're making some good decisions. They're learning the offense at an extremely high pace. But they're putting the ball on the ground too much, and we have to correct that. I think part of that is a response to our defense to really do a good job of trying to pull the ball out. You'll see our kids oftentimes yanking at that football, so that's a good thing. So on one side you're upset because we're having the turnovers, the other side I'm happy that our defense is working the ball.
Coach, on those same notes, how pleased have you been with the progress with the quarterbacks behind Tannehill?
I'm fairly pleased with their development. You know, they still have a ways to go. You know, we have a couple weeks to get them ready, but I'm fairly pleased with where they are. And they seem there's an awful lot on those guys with the signals and cadence and alignments and making sure everybody's in the right spot and then doing their jobs as well. So we put a lot of pressure on them, but I think they're responding. I think they're coming around.
Kind of a match eater right now, particularly on the defensive line. Are any of them major concerns right now, or just nicks and cuts?
I think anytime there's a muscle pull, I always have concern because you just don't know if that's going to linger on. If we get them healthy enough, we'll go back to that again. So I do have some concerns about that. So hopefully we can fight through that.
Sean Porter has been really good for you the past 2 years, but do you feel like he's ready to take even another step in terms of how good he can be?
I think so. I mean, he wants to do that. I mean, he's a hungry player. He's a very headsy player. He wants to be that guy. He wants to be the Von Miller of this team, and he wants to be that type of player. He doesn't want to be Von. He wants to be Sean, but he wants to be a dominant player in this conference. And so I think he's ready to take that step. I think he really and truly, because of his intelligence and his innate instincts, and plus the fact that he's a tough, hard-nosed, quick, fast kid that loves to tackle, I think he'll have a good season this year.
A couple more? Or not?
All right, good.
Thanks,
Coach.
Coach.